Reports from Italy this afternoon state that Min-Jae has decided to join Manchester United. This is coming out of a local Nepalese newspaper who claim that intermediaries have convinced the defender to sign for Manchester United, and it's now a matter of details to get this deal done and dusted and over the line. We know there's a release clause that stands around £43 million that runs until the 15th of July, according to the likes of One Football just last week, as we reported on the Football Terrace. They stated this is a deal Man United want to get done early in the summer of 2023 window. Could this news story be true? Could this be about to get over the line? Could this be almost a breakthrough moment for Manchester United, who often drag their heels when it comes to this level of signing? We all know how good Min-Jae is, his ability to play out from the back, his positional sense. He's got a wonderful pedigree when it comes to defending off the back of a brilliant year in Italy. We're going to delve into this story and more details right now. Hit the like and the share button. Remember to enter our raffle now as well, by the way, to win 2 tickets and £250 spending money to the FA Cup final in just over 2 weeks' time. Let's do this. This is the time of the year when the transfer market really starts to pick up pace. If Napoli were still in the middle of a title race, this story would probably have no legs. The player, Napoli, would all be very much focused on securing their first league title. I'm not too sure on the actual date, whether 20 to 30 years, maybe even longer. But as their season is done and dusted, there is nothing left for them to play for. Man United's board will, of course, be working on bringing players in. We would reject any conversations right now about selling one of our best players. But Napoli are in a different position to that of many other clubs in Europe. Their season is done and dusted. They've secured Serie A, and they're essentially on the beach. Equally, there is this buyout clause, which hasn't really been discussed enough for me across social media and with the mainstream media. According to the report we read out on here last week on our show with One Football, £43 million up until the 15th of July is the buyout clause. Manchester United want to try and get this deal done quickly. Manchester United want to try and get this deal done swiftly. One, giving them more time to focus on what is believed to be 2 far more difficult signings. Bringing in a world-class or a top-class midfield player, the likes of Frankie de Jong and Declan Rice, Caicedo are all on the wanted list of the Manchester United manager and, of course, the recruitment team, plus a number 9 striker. Victor Osimhen has been linked, Ramos of Benfica, and, of course, the number 1 target, according to the mainstream media, is Harry Kane. Now, those signings in midfield and up front could be long and drawn-out processes with many teams being involved. Man United also need to improve the backline. Lisandro Martinez is the future on the left-hand side. But what Man United need is a physical specimen, very capable on the ball, who plays on that right-hand side of the defense. Now, Raphael Varane is there. He'll be at the club next season and will play a pivotal, integral, and important role at the football club. But his body is starting to fail him more and more. There is no way, with fingers crossed Champions League football, there is no way that Raphael Varane can play 2 games per week at that level of intensity for large parts of the season. Man United need to strike now before he's well past his ability or well past his physical peak. United need to act now. We made massive mistakes at the club when it comes to the end of Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic. We didn't replace him soon enough with good enough quality. And in my opinion, only now that we have Varane and Lisandro, and you're talking a decade to get a centre-back pairing that could even compete with those greats of the past. A decade is too long. So Man United have got to strike now. Min-Jae, we all know how good he is. And I've said it in the beginning of the video. His ability on the ball, to be able to play out from the back, to build up the attack is brilliant. Great defensive awareness, a brilliant marker. And he's kind of deceptive in the way he does it. Go watch some of his games. Sometimes it looks like he might not be out of position, but is he close enough to the attacker? Is he in the right position? Will he make it? He does. He reads the game so brilliantly, sets traps for his opponent ready to pounce. Brilliant specimen, as I already say. And that's integral if you want to be a Premier League player, I think, in 2023 of the highest level. It doesn't matter if you're 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". Lisandro Martinez has kind of put that nonsense to bed this year by being one of the best centre-backs in European football. Physical specimens having the ability to handle the physicality and the speed of the Premier League. And I do believe that Kim Min-Jae will be able to do that. I think he'll bring a lot to Manchester United if we bring him in. We also know that the likes of City are linked with him, and stopping them from getting another top-class centre-back will be very, very important indeed. So I think with the future of Man United, needing someone that can stay fit more regularly than Varane, massively improving on the Lindelofs and the Maguires, who are the current backups as things stand in May 2023, but being able to play out from the back more. It's so important to the way Ten Hag wants to play moving forward. Year one has been a very successful year for the club based on what we took over from. But it's nowhere near where the club wants to be. It isn't we haven't even reached the second floor, let alone the ceiling of where we want to be right now. And the progression of the football will come through being able to play out from the back on a more regular basis. Now, we know that also means improving a goalkeeper, and I'm sure over the summer that's going to be addressed. In terms of the rest of this report that has come out of Italy, as we say, Sports Witness have now shared this. A number of other publications are kind of reiterating the news, but this stems out of a local paper in the Naples area. According to a lot of the Italians that I've seen comment on this online, a fairly credible source. They've also stated that Man United are also working on Victor Osimhen to Old Trafford, but the striker has many options, including multiple Premier League teams. Ten Hag is said to be one of the individuals leading the race for that striker. But we also know that Harry Maguire is the number one target. But let us go back to what Ben Jacobs said just a few days ago on the Terrace. This is the kind of deal, and Jamie Jackson. This is the kind of deal where if Harry Kane is going to take until September to play his first game for the club, Man United may go for a more attainable option sooner. Getting these players in for pre-season is something that Erik ten Hag is desperate to have. If it doesn't happen, that's the nature of the beast. But in the idealistic circumstance, you want the majority of your signings in for pre-season to be embedded with their teammates, to work on the tactics for the forthcoming season. Because if Man United are successful, there's not very many weeks where you get to train on systems. It's recovery and match preparation only, as opposed to training and trying to work on the system and everything else. So pre-season is massively important for Ten Hag this year, and the club are trying their best to bring it in. So, look, I want to get your views. I want to get your opinions on this. The story's been rumbling for about a week now, but reports out of Italy, as we've already stated, that he has decided to join Manchester United. It's now a matter of details to resolve. As ever, I want your thoughts and I want your feelings on this story in the comment section below. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all again very, very soon. Peace.